There is no clear path to get here. We are surrounded by woods. You can hear the highway sounds going by. We're probably 50 feet off the highway, but no markings or indications. But I know I've been back here once before, trying to find my way through the sticker bushes. And I know I'm getting close, so I'm going to work our way through here. And see if I can get through here without poking holes in my clothes. And I'm starting to see a few stones that I remember from before. Oh yeah. The neat thing about this place is somebody at some point has come through and done a little weed eating, but it's not on Findagrave currently. I'm going to put it on, and here we go. Elizabeth Turner. So my goal today is to record a bunch of these stones and maybe lay out a little map, but I see just a few stones here and there. There's some wooden posts in the ground, like maybe there was a sign or a gate or something. Last time I was here, someone had very recently cleared it out, and the man that was telling me, I just met him on a motorcycle down the road, but he was telling me about some of the large stones, one of them being this one. This is one stone laying on the ground. We'll clear that off. Check it out. There's also a stone up against this tree. He told me there is a beautiful natural spring down here. Beautiful water running through and a sheer drop off. And he was a member of the Turner family, so he said one of these stones had fallen over the cliff, probably this one here. And so he and his relative had taken a mechanical device of some kind just to pull it up this steep cliff and put it back in the general area. So we're going to take a little time and record some of these stones, starting with this great big one. I brought my couple small brushes, a brush today, so let's find out who this is. This says, to the memory of Anne Elizabeth Eliza, excuse me. Something of Thomas J. Davis. Born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I'll translate this a little bit and come back and tell you what it is. Alright, I rubbed a little dirt into the letters so we could see this large stone here, and it says, sacred to the memory of Eliza Ann, consort of Thomas J. Davis, born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, March the 4th, 1810, departed this life August the 1st, 1840, aged 30 years. And the epitaph says, here shall the morn her earliest tears bestow, here tears of thy kindred and friends will flow, while angels with their silver wings overshade the ground now sacred by thy relics made. Really neat. And looking down through this cemetery, we're going to go ahead and do a little more recording of information. There's another stone right close, so kind of excited to find out some more about the Tuckers and who this Davis person is, so stay tuned. I've moved over to this stone by the tree, and I hadn't meant to spend as much time on just two stones, but this one, as I started to look at it and clear it and be able to read it, I thought it was another stone for the same person. It says, sacred to the memory of Anne Eliza Davis, who was born on the 1st day of January, 1840, and departed this life on the 10th day of September, 1840, aged 8 months. It took me a long time to decipher that, and I'm pretty sure I got it right. So I'm assuming this is a child of Thomas and Ann Eliza. Ann Eliza over on this stone is described as consort of Thomas Davis, born in Philadelphia. She died on the August the 1st, 1810, or 1840 is when she died. This child was born on the first day of January. So this child would have been 7 months old when supposedly maybe the mother over here died, and then lived another month into September before this child died. So these stones are both came across as unreadable just standing in the woods, but a neat family story. So I'm going to record that for history's sake. There are several field stones just laying here that are uncarved, but look big enough to be a marker. See there? A couple here and here. One sticking out there. And so it sure would have been great to know the history of who was there. We've got one, also just a stone. This one we'll have to clear off because it does have names on it. And so, and we also have in this same cemetery some actual markers. Died in 1878, so we'll get a little closer look at them. And then part of the stone here, we'll look around and see if we can find the part that has the names on it. A couple more larger stones that are just about lost. There's one about the same size as the Davis stone over there. And here's a couple more. That one probably has something on the other side. Here's one that's a Turner stone. And then in the same place we have an iron gated section that has Turner, one or two Turner stones in it. So we'll keep our investigation going and gather all the history we can here. Here's a few more. And that's about the extent of this little cemetery that's not marked and it's not on Findagrave. So a couple more field stones. There are probably some burials here. Here. Here's a stone that stood up. See that? All right on the edge of this drop off. Like a couple other stones. I don't think these are just stones. They're stood up just a little bit, so they must be marking graves somewhere. There's another one. And I see one more over here that's laying down flat. Or two more. It says Mary and William. We'll check those out later and get them all information. And here is another one. We'll have to dig the moss out a little bit so we can read it. So, this is the Turner Cemetery in Missouri.